The NHL has seen its fair share of controversial moments, but some stand out for their outright disrespect. From players hating on opponents to coaches throwing insults, the league has seen some truly ugly incidents. Where all the incidents have been captured in the NHL. Let's get into our video. Ryan Kessler and the Ducks. Viewers, we all know that Ryan Kessler is a retired professional ice hockey player who spent most of his career playing for the Vancouver Canucks. However, during the 2017 to 2018 NHL season, Kessler played for the Anaheim Ducks, and he had a few controversial moments during his time with the team, particularly in his interactions with the Calgary Flames. What was it? To talk in depth about it, let's move back a little bit. The Calgary Flames had a remarkable home-winning streak during the 2008 to 2009 NHL season, winning 11 consecutive games at the Scotiabank Saddledome. How intriguing! Meanwhile, the score was 3-1 in favor of the Ducks, and there was just under a minute remaining in the third period. Ryan Kessler was determined to help his team secure a victory and was constantly chasing down the puck, disrupting the Flames' play and trying to make scoring opportunities. As the clock ticked down, the Flames pulled their goaltender to get an extra attacker on the ice, hoping to even the score. However, the Ducks' defense remained, preventing any Flames scoring opportunities. Furthermore, with just 20 seconds remaining in the game, the puck was cleared out of the Ducks' defensive zone, and Kessler immediately started chasing it down. Kessler skated with incredible speed and determination toward the Flames' net. The Flames' defense was caught off guard and was unable to catch up to him. As he approached the net, he took a shot with all his might, sending the puck flying toward the empty net. The puck sailed toward the net and crossed the goal line just as the buzzer sounded. The crowd erupted in cheers as the Ducks secured their victory. Ryan Kessler had managed to score a goal in the dying seconds of the game, adding to his team's lead and sealing their win. Despite the game already being won, Ryan Kessler's play was still significant. Scoring a goal in the dying seconds of the game not only added to his team's confidence, but also demoralized the Flames. The Flames were not happy with this. Everyone flies in and jumps on Ryan Kessler, filling in him with punches. The Flames had no choice. Only they could react in this particular manner. 2. Commentator John Garrett. We all know that John Garrett, a well-known sports commentator, recently made a significant mistake that resulted in a disrespectful situation. The incident began when Garrett was providing commentary during a live game between Vancouver Canucks and the Colorado Avalanche. During the game, he made a racially insensitive comment about one of the players on the court, which quickly went viral on social media. Garrett's comment was not only disrespectful, but also extremely offensive to the player in question and his community. As a public figure and a commentator, Garrett should have been more responsible with his words, especially since he is in a position of influence and has a platform that reaches a wide audience. John Garrett said the shout-out word. The player and his team immediately responded to Garrett's comment, calling him out for his insensitive remarks. The team released a statement expressing their disappointment and calling for Garrett to apologize for his behavior. The incident sparked a broader conversation about the importance of diversity, equity, and inclusion in sports media. Garrett initially attempted to defend his comment, arguing that it was taken out of context and that he did not intend to offend anyone. However, he soon realized the gravity of his mistake and issued a public apology for his behavior. He did the right thing. What do you guys think of it? He acknowledged that his words were hurtful and apologized to the player, his team, and the broader community. 3. Brad Marchin. We have heard Brad Marchin once in our life. He is a star player for the Boston Bruins in the National Hockey League, NHL. However, a recent incident involving Marchin's comments about a fellow player has led to a situation of disrespect and controversy in the NHL. The incident occurred during a game between the Bruins and the Vancouver Canucks on March 6, 2023. During the game, Marchin was caught on camera licking the face of Canucks player Elias Pettersson, which was seen as a disrespectful and unsportsmanlike gesture by many in the hockey community. After the game, Marchin was asked about the incident by reporters, and his response only added to the controversy. He stated that he licked Pettersson because he wanted to get in his head, and that it was a mind game tactic he had used before. He also added that he didn't see what the big deal was, and that he was just having some fun out there. How gross! Brad Marchin's comments were met with widespread criticism and backlash from fans, players, and media alike. Many people saw his actions and comments as disrespectful and unprofessional, not only towards Pettersson, but to the game of hockey as a whole. What do you guys think of this action? Comment below. Some even called for the NHL to take disciplinary action against Marchin for his behavior. 4. Brock Nelson. On March 8, 2022, during an NHL game between the New York Islanders and the Carolina Hurricanes, Islanders forward Brock Nelson scored a goal and proceeded to pat the head of Hurricanes defenseman Brady Skjei in a seemingly condescending manner. The act quickly drew criticism and condemnation from fans, media, and the Hurricanes players, coaches, and management, who perceived it as disrespectful, unsportsmanlike, and even racist. Generally, head patting is a complex and context-dependent behavior that can convey different meanings depending on the context, the relationship, and the cultural norms. In sports, head patting makes it seem like you are addressing someone as a kid. Furthermore, the incident sparked a heated debate on social media and sports forums, with some defending Nelson's actions as harmless and playful, while others denouncing them as insensitive and offensive. Some argued that the head pat was a common hockey gesture, used to acknowledge a good play or congratulate a teammate, and that it was not intended to demean or insult Skjei or the Hurricanes. Others countered that the gesture was inappropriate in the context, given the tense history between the Islanders and the Hurricanes. Pretty insane, right? 5. Nikita Kucherov. Do you know that a controversial incident occurred involving Nikita Kucherov and Brett Connolly? The incident resulted in Kucherov receiving an unsportsmanlike penalty and sparked a debate about what constitutes acceptable behavior on the ice. The incident occurred in the second period of the game, with the Lightning leading the Capitals 2-0. Kucherov, a star forward for the Lightning, was skating with the puck in the offensive zone when Connolly, a forward for the Capitals, approached him from behind. As Kucherov turned to pass the puck, Connolly appeared to trip him with his stick, causing Kucherov to stumble. In response, Kucherov turned and kicked Connolly with his skate blade, making contact with his leg. The kick appeared to be deliberate and was visible on the television broadcast of the game. Immediately following the incident, the referee assessed a 2-minute minor penalty to Kucherov for unsportsmanlike conduct. The penalty was met with mixed reactions from fans and analysts. Some argued that Kucherov's actions were unacceptable and deserved a harsher punishment, while others pointed to the fact that Connolly had tricked Kucherov and suggested that the kick was a justified response. The NHL's Department of Player Safety reviewed the incident but ultimately decided not to issue any further discipline to Kucherov. Despite the lack of additional punishment, the incident sparked a broader conversation about sportsmanship and respect in hockey. Many argued that kicking or other forms of physical retaliation have no place in the sport and that players should always strive to maintain a level of professionalism and respect for their opponents. Pretty insane, right? However, it is argued that hockey is a physical game and that some level of aggression and retaliation is to be expected. 6. Matt Cooke. The incident involving Matt Cooke and Erik Karlsson occurred in February 2013 and was widely reported in the media at the time. The craziest part is that the incident began during a lecture when Karlsson made a comment that Cooke found offensive. Cooke later stated that Karlsson had made a derogatory comment about women, which prompted Cooke to shout out a response. Karlsson then allegedly confronted Cooke and physically pushed him, causing him to fall backward and hit his head on the ground, which we could see in the NHL match. Moreover, Cooke was briefly unconscious and suffered a concussion, as well as other injuries. Matt Cooke also stated that from his history, the act is completely believable, that Karlsson did it on purpose. After the incident, Cooke filed a police report, and Karlsson was charged with battery. The case went to trial, and Karlsson was found guilty of misdemeanor battery. He was sentenced to 3 years of probation and community service, and ordered to pay restitution to Cooke for his medical expenses. The incident received widespread media attention. 7. Dave Bolan and Sedin twin. As we are getting into the last segment of our video, I am going to mention 2 notable examples. They are Dave Bolan and Sedin twin. Well, Dave Bolan is a former NHL player who spent 12 seasons in the league, playing for the Chicago Blackhawks, Florida Panthers, and Arizona Coyotes. While Bolan was known for his offensive prowess on the ice, he was also known for his poor attitude and disrespect towards officials and opposing players. One particular incident that stands out occurred during a game in the 2013-2014 season, when Bolan was playing for the Coyotes. In a game against the Anaheim Ducks, Bolan became frustrated with the referees after they called a penalty on him for tripping an opposing player. Bolan was given a game misconduct penalty, and was subsequently suspended for 1 game by the league. Sardine Twin was also known for his disrespectful behavior towards his players and the media. One notable incident occurred during a press conference in the 2017-2018 season, when Twin was asked about a recent loss by his team. In response, Twin began to berate the reporter who asked the question, using profanity and making personal attacks against him. Twin's behavior drew widespread criticism from the media and fans, with many calling for him to be fired from his coaching position. The behavior of both Bolan and Twin is unacceptable in the NHL and any professional setting. Moreover, disrespectful behavior not only reflects poorly on the individual but also on their team and the league as a whole. It is worth noting that the NHL has taken steps to address disrespectful behavior among players and coaches. Hope you liked the video. Keep checking back for more videos. Comment below. Thank you.